Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do the weekly reading for all signs for the collective, um, just to see what's gonna be going on in the week ahead. And remember that this is timeless, so whenever you happen to catch this video, um, it's for the week coming up for you. Okay. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And yeah, let's dive in. I'm going to start with my Kipper deck, and we will see. It's always interesting with this deck. All right, so we've got Child. I don't think I picked with this one before. Thoughts. And Wealthy Man. So this could be where you have a child. Maybe you're you're thinking back on your own childhood. Thinking about you could be thinking yeah, like I'm getting kind of this um this kind of narrative of like being a child and then growing up and thinking back on like your mother possibly, or it could be somebody that you knew as a child and now they're in your thoughts. And with Wealthy Man, I mean, I don't know, maybe you are a wealthy man. Maybe you are dealing with a wealthy man who's thinking about you. All right. Well, let's just let's go to another deck. I'm gonna go to my Light Seers, my tried and true deck. Um, yeah, what's going on here? What's happening with all this? And it could also be where a wealthy man who has a child is thinking about somebody or something. Okay. Let's see. We have Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Hey, Redbeard is here. Good morning or good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Knight of Wands. I want to pick one more, even though I do not have the space. Someday. And the Aries made it too. Good morning, sir. Yay. Nine of Wands. It's interesting. The center card is the Queen of Cups, flanked by two pentacles and two wands. It's like things starting out, just energetically speaking, things starting out kind of slow, building stability, and then infusing heart into a situation, and suddenly there's this kind of fiery energy that um, is released or unleashed or something. That's just the elements. But we have collaboration here, coming together, being on the same page with somebody or with a group. And there's this kind of this is there's a need to find balance, need to go back and forth. Ooh, schlock. Hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. Um it could be where you start a collaboration with somebody, again, or with a group, but you have something else that you're still working on, and so there's this juggling. Um, and so, it's kind of it's a somewhat uncomfortable situation. This being out of balance, this going back and forth, trying to manage things, and it feels like you kind of step back. You go into your emotions somewhat, not completely immersed, but just kind of find that balance within, so that you can move forward with confidence, inspiration, excitement. And it feels like either you've been on a long journey that has brought you to this point, or you're starting out and it's going to be a bit of a long journey. Um, whatever this is, whatever this collaboration is, and this kind of choice point, you I think it's just that this is kind of overall, because with the 9 of Wands, it's like you've been through a lot. I feel like this is just kind of time and overarching energy. That's not the right word. Um, like you've had to continually push through um, difficult, painful situations, but you have a vision. You know that you want to have fun. You want to play. Um, Follow your passion. Follow your inspiration. Be free and wild. Um, and so you persevere. You carry on. Maybe it's because, yeah, we with this wealthy man, it's like anybody who's wealthy will tell you that the I shouldn't say anybody. A lot of people. Some people don't have to work for it, but anyone who's really worked for it, um, it's it's a long journey, and sometimes, um, oh my god, she's the clumsy one too, so she could fall on my head. Um, Sometimes you hit obstacles, you hit dead ends, brick walls, and it's all about picking yourself back up again, not letting anything defeat you. You're like, all right, this thing didn't work. Oh, I hit a snag here, something. And so there's this determination, this determined energy of just like, okay, it's been rough. I've been knocked on my butt a few times, but I have the vision and the passion to um, move that vision forward. So let's see, where are we at? Because I am doing this on a Monday, I'm going to use my Mystic Mondays deck. King of Pentacles, which is the wealthy man. um, Two of Pentacles again. So if you are a wealthy man, or you have aspirations to become one, there is some kind of juggling here. There's well, balance. It's more about balance, I feel. Maybe it's that kind of thing where, like, so often wealth can be equated with money, a financial thing, but wealth is so much more encompassing, kind of like the word abundance. A wealth of friends, a wealth of health, a wealth of, I don't know, laughter and happiness. Like there's so much more to it. So, 6 of swords, 4 of cups. Ooh, my tummy is growling. 5 of cups. 4 of cups to the 5 of cups. This is interesting. So, let's say you're the wealthy man. You you are looking to find balance, create balance through moving away from some kind of situation that has been there's been tension and conflict, possible manipulation, could even be self-sabotage. But as you move away from this situation, you find yourself feeling dissatisfied and dreaming about something more than what you've dealt with. It's like it's that whole thing of feeling disappointed when something doesn't work out, something that you really had aspirations for. You had some kind of idea about, and it knocked you out of whack. It threw you out of balance, and this is you getting back on track. And essentially, it feels like you are feeling disappointed, disillusioned because of some kind of grief that you're processing, that you're dealing with, probably with that situation that left you out of balance, left you unbalanced. Let me get one more. Hierophant, Taurus energy. Interesting. This is the first major arcana. Sometimes they come out like crazy. So it tells me that this situation it's like a blip on the radar. It sucks in the moment, or you've dealt with stuff for a time, but it's not long lasting. It's something to help boost you, to help give you the motivation you need to move forward in a new way. And so it seems to me that because of the grief, you could be going to someone for advice, some kind of, you know, some kind of counselor, even like a spiritual teacher or something, um in order to find your what's the word, zing. um yeah, you just you need to go through this period of just figuring yourself out. Now, if you are not a wealthy man, then you're dealing with someone who is going through this. They're going through they're taking the steps to remove themselves from some kind of sticky, uncomfortable situation, but then they're trying to get their mojo back, basically. And process the grief, and possibly have some kind of spiritual awakening because of this, or some kind of spiritual growth. So let me finish off with an oracle card. We just had the full moon. I know this is timeless, but full moons happen all the time. So I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon oracle to just finish this off. Um, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. We have nourishment, resistance, beauty. So the nourishment part makes me think that you or the person you're dealing with is turning you're turning your attention on yourself, or they are doing what you need to do to fulfill yourself, taking better care of yourself, being grateful for all the abundance that is around you. I mean, that's the thing. When we find ourselves in painful, uncomfortable situations, it can be so easy to lose sight of all the good that's that we have in our life. It's like the one thing kind of completely colors everything else. And so feels like you, again, you or the person you're dealing with, coming back to that place of gratitude and seeing all the abundance. But there's some kind of resistance here. What is this resistance here? I'll use an oracle card to clarify. Resistance to gratitude. Feeling grateful, but while you're still in any kind of feelings of grief, there's going to be resistance because it's like, well, this situation sucks. I don't have it within me to feel grateful. But know that this too shall pass because it's getting you, it's drilling down to your essence. You're being forced to get back to who you truly are. And maybe you lost sight of that. Seeing yourself in a new way, or the person you're dealing with. So I think it speaks to where gratitude does come back in, because it's realizing that everything that happens helps to, what's the word, it helps to bring you back to you ultimately. And you can resist this, but it feels inevitable that you're going to be stripped away of all this stuff, that you're going to process, you're going to be determined to move forward. And yeah, so then with this thoughts, it feels like you're dealing with somebody. You've moved away, moved to calmer waters, but still thinking about somebody who caused this grief in the first place, or the dynamic did, right? So it looks like it looks really good though, because you're kind of coming back to to the basics, and this is a reset, and this is an opportunity to realize how awesome you are, that you are beautiful exactly as you are, male or female. It's all energy, right? It's and butterfly, there's transformation here. It's like knocking down that ecosystem in favor of something that's more, I want to say simplistic. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's starting anew, starting fresh, something like that. So all right, I'm gonna leave it there. Where I'm putting that. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.